This is the start of a video series that should have been out for a while now. Originally I wanted this to be out around June, but things happened. And I'm doing this now. The concept of this idea was something I spatted out to my friends, talking about how a personal journey and story results in a better understanding and appreciation of a media rather than a review of said media. So to put my foot where my mouth is, I want to do that for certain characters that mean a lot to me. So, to those who are watching, thank you for taking time out of your day. And to my friends who I put this video link and scurried back into my cave, I hope you'll have a better understanding of me after all of this is done. So, here it is. Kasane Teto is my third favorite character in all of fiction. Why? I always considered it a weird core part of my life because songs were always recommended to me by people I looked up to. My older friends who introduced me to Miku led me down a small rabbit hole to let me find the Darkwood Circus, other Vocaloid characters and Utaos, even though I couldn't tell why it was called that at the time. I was having a blast spelunking songs. I felt like a kid in a candy store. And then I saw this. I don't know why, but as a kid, it infatuated me. The head movements, the voice, this weird cat thing. I found it great. I started liking it. And then I just stopped watching it completely. And I never really came back to it. Thinking back about it, I still don't know why I stopped watching it. Maybe because I didn't want people to know why I liked Vocaloid because of that song. I wish that was true, but in reality, only 3 people at the time knew I liked Vocaloid in the sense of characters, random songs you'd find on VocaDB, and most of all, Kasane Teto. Because for me, I surrounded myself with people that I considered really cool that had skewed likes. My cousins that I loved to hang around played Halo, Smash Bros, skateboarding and surfing, you name it, and they were really good at it. It's the reason why I'm good at picking up video games because I'd always want to beat them. Then with my older friends via my older siblings, it was Toho, Cave Story, Miku, depicting Pokemon designs. It's why my eye for detail is absurd, because they'd spend hours upon hours talking and creating. Then you'd have me, a kid who was too afraid to tell anyone what he liked because I didn't know how anyone would react to how skewed my interests are, and them reacting negatively to who I am. Always getting involved in different circles, always joining and helping making projects, always hearing people being so passionate and in-depth with what they like. It always scared me wondering how those groups would react if I ever told the wrong group, hey, I like this, or even this. It's why when I wasn't hanging around the people I normally did, I went on the internet looking at Let's Plays, music, YouTube poops, skateboarding videos. It was a weird escape for me to explore and have discussion topics when it finally came to visit my cousins or talk to my older friends. It was during that exploration I found Nico Nico, discovered the weird side of the internet because it was literally foreign to me, more Vocaloid, and specifically, this song. It's a song, while very depressing, felt comforting to me, because someone understood how I felt. A person who can't tell people what they really like and always instinctively doesn't get close, so that way people will leave me. Because it doesn't matter how much everyone around me tells me that they love me, they'll leave me someday. Somehow. I always listen to this song on my birthday. Why? Well, because I liked returning to this song when it was released, which was on my birthday. I won't lie, when I say this feeling got worse throughout the years. Never being able to tell anyone what I liked or feel about anything started to turn into a fear of burdening them if I told them. I just kept telling myself, if my work can't speak for itself, then they don't need to worry about me. After all, I'm known for being reliable and a hard worker. People love me that way. Then, later on, I actually started hanging around a group of people that my friend dragged me into, and we started to work on projects together. No one still really knew anything about me, but people started associating me with a media that had a slight interest in. It wasn't really what I had in mind for myself, but I'll take it. As long as they don't see me as weird, I'll be fine. I was just meeting new people as usual, and now getting weirded out by them enjoying my company, and started to see me as something more. It always made me even more hesitant to tell people, well, anything that I like. Sure, I did have the few that I was a bit more comfortable being around, but telling them everything? My likes, my wants, problems, it was just impossible for me to do. But after meeting someone that I still consider somewhat my hero and giving me the advice of, always do your best to make people happy, I had an idea. Why would I need to let anyone know what I like? Everyone already considers me as a people person, so I'll just learn what they like and say I'm interested in that as well, learn about it from them, and actually never look into it. Yes! I am such a genius! A reliable people pleaser that everyone likes and is omni-media. No one will ever need to know what I like anymore, and it doesn't even matter if I'm a fake. After all, people now associate me with hearts now. It's what they want, so here we go! Obviously, I don't have to tell you how monstrously bad a solution this is, and no one should ever think this way. But at the time for me, it was a way out for me to just not let people worry about me, with a horrible side effect of people viewing me as this jolly, happy person whose symbol was hearts and say wowzers, that is always at your constant beck and call while secretly priding myself in my discretion, when in actuality, you're building pressure inside with the mindset of, if they worry about me, I failed. So I should just keep on working. Because of that, people just tend to forget that you're a person and now view you as a machine that's loved. They can do nothing wrong and do no wrong. Then, after a while, things got bigger. Things got fun. Things exploded. So many new things and fandoms for me to just dip my toes into and spit whatever I wanted to make or help. So many new people who got interested in what my friends did and wanted to contribute more. I didn't know how to handle that, because I was talking to people who were able to go on and on about what they're passionate about while expressing it much better than I could ever do, and got extremely good at what they did because of the amount of love behind it. Then you have me, who only knew surface level stuff about everything, not really able to express what he likes due to his fear of seeming weird. Only able to help in the way I can and being praised for that. Even though I never felt like I deserved it, cause I just felt like a tool internally. Then my friends, who I've known for a long time in that space, were really happy with me and started thinking me as cool and, worse for me, idolized me. I hated that, because it just meant that whatever I am now, they like that of me. And if I showed them any faults or my actual likes, then it will break that image that they now idolize of me. That I wasn't really a omni-media person who could get along with everyone and is actually a fake who actually spends his off time making skateboarding montages to Vocaloid songs and never showed them, because who would want to watch opposites react? It's just like Eared Robot. They love me, they touch me, then they leave me. Then one day, one of my longtime friends sent me a horrifying message that I never, ever expected to receive from anyone, and especially them. Hey, what do you like? It confused me. I'll just laugh it off and reply, I like the things you like. Kirby, Love Live, even though I never watched it or listened to any of it, and a game franchise that you also like, Final Fantasy. I know that, but what do you really like? I want to get you a gift, but I'm struggling to remember you gushing about anything. I was baffled at this. I've been friends with this person for over 9 years at this point. Hell, we did a lot of stuff together. They know me. Of course they know what I like. I'm gonna tell them it's... I can't tell them. Why can't I tell them? Is there anyone I can tell? Maybe my older friends I've known for a long while, and I can't let them know either. Oh. And that's when my thoughts finally came into fester, and my walls came closing in. Because people saw me as a friend, others saw me as a foe. A rival, but that didn't matter to me, because they make that decision, and that's all I know. I could be a sinner for feigning interest, or I could be the saint that provided them life-changing advice, perfectly devoid of anything I ain't. I could be a martyr, I could be a cause, I can be whatever everybody wants.
I could be a canvas, I could be a doll. I don't think I'm even something real at all. I could be a woman, I could be a man. Look into the mirror, tell me what I am. I could be a difference, I could be the same. Try to give me meaning, it's a losing game. I could go to heaven, I could go to hell. Does it even matter? I could never tell. Maybe I am nothing, maybe I am all. Except before I get that started. I can hear the messages, they just don't let me. I can hear the solitary, don't forget me. I can read the messages, they come so slowly. I don't know a single thing and I'm so lonely. I don't get the messages, they don't come to me. Everything that I can say is spoken for me, yeah.
So, after having the most biggest mental breakdown I ever had, I decided to do the one thing that I always hated the most. I ran. I'll admit I gave myself a lot of unnecessary building pressure and imploded for what seems like no reason. I know it was avoidable and arguments would have been avoided if I talked about my issues when they arrived, but when everyone likes you for what you are, and what you provide is seen as invaluable for a very long time, the last thing you want people to see is a crack, a weakness, a liability to deadlines. I'm still friends with some of those people, but I don't talk to them as often as I want to. Just as Ear Robot says, I look at the past and sever that branch, and when I want to cry, I just add another N. Later on, when I was becoming the age of the people I idolized when I was a kid, I started to meet new people, an artist whose art style was cracked, and a YouTuber who made a stinky music video who I got together with to make a very slimy station. People liked me for my vast knowledge of different media, competitive Pokemon, Ashita no Joe, and people knew that I liked Miku, which at the time I was fine with since I've been working on an OC design that initially started off as a Miku Sona. This was also the year I skipped on listening to Eared Robot for my birthday. I just felt content now. I was barely paying attention to Teto to the point where I just listened to her music just once and move on. So it kind of felt like me waving goodbye to everything Vocaloid and enjoying a sliver of media now that I'm growing up, working a job that I love, and hanging around people who don't know this about me. To think that I'll ever be okay with waving goodbye to this, but honestly, with how my videos were going, I'm fine with this. I'm comfortable with this fate. I was okay with saying goodbye.
Thank you. I'll say goodbye soon. Though it's the end of the world. Don't blame yourself now. And if it's true, I will surround you.
seeing this just made me think, is this because I skipped her on my birthday? Is this a taunt? I'm just gonna ignore it. I'm ready to move on. Whatever that meant. Then it just kept on appearing later that day to the point where I just told myself, you know what? Screw it. I'll watch this. I did skip my Eared Robot B-Day listen to this year, so I'll just consider this my swan song for Teto and Vocaloid and that whole entire space. I do like the intro though. Old Max was the best. Crust added to the nostalgia vibes it was going for, and oh no.
And though I try, I can't reply. It hurts my eyes and I'm without an alibi. 'Cause all this time,
Okay, Teto. I get it, Teto. You can stop now. Teto, I said stop. Teto, I said stop!
Can we walk the forest skeleton? I'm looking for a lily, 'cause I don't know it through my me like you. My heart beats the rhythm just for you. And I could leave it on the shelf or keep it to myself, but nothing could conceal the things I feel, my love. I give you my grand reveal. Do you feel the things I feel? I am definite and real. その過去は捨ててここまでおいで As long as there are stars up above, I will always be in love.
What? First things first, GMP, godlike song. I kneel, but the MV, the Eared Robot, and everything else just, what? The only way I can describe this feeling I was having was if someone I haven't talked to for 10 years just messaged me out of the blue and said, hey, wanna read Cucumber Quest again? The only other way I can describe this feeling was, what was I doing? I was a fool for leaving something that's a core part of my life behind. I have to tell others about this song because my god, it's so good! Oh god, what will the others think though? Will they think I'm weird? I don't fucking care anymore! I'm gonna show it to them anyways! It doesn't matter anymore for me, because I like it and I want to talk about it, and they don't really seem to be disgusted by it. Huh, they like it as well? Well, what if I make a video about music and I include this in it and oh my god, it's at 100K! This is the first time in a while where I was able to freely express what I want to say in my own style, and Jesus, it just felt right. Talking to old friends and meeting new people, being able to express what I like and who I am just felt so freeing. Those friends, old and new, I owe them my life now. And to repay them, there's only one way I know how I can thank them. So, fuck! So I saw this issue keep to myself thing that I do that I don't know how to truly break. Like, I keep getting better, my normal typing style has come back to me as well, but then it goes back to me being the cool guy with skills people know of, but now more people see me as a mixture of cool and cute. Like, how the hell did I let that happen? Which also leaves me being a ball of nervous energy as well, because I just do what I do and people find that way more impressive due to my quality of editing, writing, audio skills, even though I consider myself an extreme amateur compared to my mutuals. Also, these people are around my age, which is weird for me to experience because I normally surround myself with people who are older than me. They're like, am I too mature? Did I skip puberty? Am I really that goated? But honestly, can I tell you guys a little secret? I may truly seem competent and good, but I keep on running like a chicken with his head cut off. Ain't no magic to set it run off. A bird pain, baby, I don't know when I'm supposed to stop. Hit me with the front down, crash into the soft girl. Ain't no pillow feathers falling for a break. So pick my neck up on the choppy block. A bird pain, baby, I don't think my head is coming off. Baby, I don't know when I'm supposed to stop. Baby, I don't know when I'm supposed to stop. Why did it sound like that?
Is it all for a show? In the golden hour you seem to know no fear. Is it really true that a bird like me could never think like you? Is it all in my head?
Okay, but seriously, I have zero idea how I'm doing this most of the time. Like, I'm just throwing stuff at the wall with the Oompower style, which then lead me to meet more new people who are really impressed with what I do, and we would talk for hours, but then lead me to do some insane, wacky stuff with them, which just looks like me going, okay, here we go. But honestly, it's just me going, oh cool, I've only known these people for less than 3 months because of me being me. I'm doing things that would take years of trust to be a part of. So, how do I handle all of this, you may ask? Well, it's honestly kind of easy. Here's what I do. So So, what I think I'm trying to say is that Kasane Teto, to me, is a character that represents freedom of self. The ability to just be comfortable with who you are to an absurd amount, to better yourself, and above all, to enjoy loving yourself. And what better character to represent all of that than a character that was originally created as an April Fool's joke?
Hey.
But there's something I'm forgetting to tell you. While yes, Teto reignited this burning passion inside of me, I knew what I had was raw, explosive, and a fleeting passion. How do I retain this? To tap into this passion and make it seem unending? Well, there's a story that I've read that taught me just that, and more importantly, a character who's just themselves, able to express like no other, and most important to me, my second favorite character in all of fiction. Who are they? Well, you'll see.